If you're locked into South Carolina women's basketball, player development, and the moments when a freshman forces the conversation, this is one of those stories you don't rush through. Before we get started, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment right now telling me this: how fast should a freshman earn real minutes at a championship program? Because Alicia Tournebize answered that question in just her second game, and it happened against Coppin State. This wasn't hype. This wasn't preseason promise. This was proof. Coming into the matchup with Coppin State, the Gamecocks rotation already felt settled. Veterans had earned trust through seasons of grind, practices, and postseason pressure. Freshmen, no matter how talented, are expected to wait, watch, and learn. Dawn Staley has never been shy about that standard. But Alicia Tournebize didn't play like someone waiting her turn. From her very first touch, there was a calm that stood out. Not loud confidence. Not forced aggression. Just clarity. She knew where to be. She knew when to move. She knew when to make the simple play instead of the flashy one. And in a system built on discipline, that matters more than raw ability, the early minutes told a quiet story. While veterans played within rhythm, Tournebize played within purpose. She cut hard without demanding the ball. She defended angles instead of gambling. She made quick reads that kept the offense flowing. These are the details that don't make highlight reels, but they absolutely reshape rotations. And here's where the moment turned. As the game progressed, the contrast became clearer. Coppin State tried to speed things up, hoping pressure would force mistakes from younger players. That's usually when freshmen show nerves. Instead, Tournebize slowed the game down. She didn't rush passes. She didn't dribble into trouble. She trusted spacing and timing like someone far beyond her experience level. That's when you could feel it. This wasn't just a freshman contributing. This was a freshman outplaying experience. Not because the veterans played poorly, but because Tournebize played cleaner. Fewer wasted movements. Fewer mental lapses. More efficiency. More control. And for Dawn Staley, control is non-negotiable. Staley has built her program on accountability. If you defend, if you make good decisions, if you elevate teammates, you'll play. Class year doesn't matter. Against Coppin State, Tournebize checked all three boxes, and that changes everything. Because once a coach sees trustworthiness, minutes stop being developmental and start being competitive. Practices feel different. Lineups feel less fixed. And veterans feel pressure, not resentment, but urgency. That's healthy. It's also dangerous for opponents. South Carolina isn't just deep, they're adaptive. When a freshman like Tournebize steps in and immediately raises the floor, it gives Staley flexibility. It gives the staff options. It gives the team answers when matchups demand something different. There was a sequence late in the game where Tournebize made 3 consecutive winning plays, none of them shots. A defensive stop. A smart outlet. A perfectly timed cut that forced help and freed a teammate. That's the sequence that matters most, because it's the one coaches replay in their minds. Those moments don't scream. They stick. And when you look ahead to SEC play, those details become invaluable. The league doesn't care about youth. It doesn't care about nerves. It punishes hesitation. Tournebize showed none. That's why this performance matters beyond Coppin State. This was a signal, to the staff, to teammates, and to the conference, that South Carolina's next wave isn't waiting patiently. They are ready. This doesn't mean veterans are being pushed aside. It means the standard is being reinforced. Everyone has to earn it. Every night. And that's exactly how championship programs stay championship programs. Now the conversation shifts. How quickly does her role grow? Does Staley reward consistency with more responsibility? Or does she let Tournebize continue to build quietly until the moment demands more? Either way, one thing is clear. Alicia Tournebize is no longer a question mark. She's part of the solution. Now I want to hear from you. Did Tournebize earn more minutes with her second game performance, or should Dawn Staley keep the rotation tight and let her develop slowly? Drop your take in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe because South Carolina's depth is evolving right in front of us, and stories like this are how dynasties keep renewing themselves. And this is where the story settles, but it doesn't end. Because games like this don't just live in box scores. They live in film sessions. In practice rotations. In the quiet trusted coach shows when it matters most. Alicia Tournebize didn't need a headline night to change how she's viewed inside the program. She needed one thing: reliability. And against Coppin State, she showed it. From here on out, every minute is earned, not given. Every rotation decision carries more competition. And every opponent has to prepare for a South Carolina team that's not just deep, but fearless with its youth. That's how standards stay high. That's how dynasties refresh themselves. Now it's your turn. Did Alicia Tournebize do enough in just her second game to demand a bigger role, or should Dawn Staley keep her growth measured and deliberate? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you enjoyed this deep breakdown, and subscribe to the channel because South Carolina's season is still unfolding, and the next breakout moment might be closer than anyone expects. Stay locked in. The Gamecocks are just getting